Hey everyone, today it's confession time. I am going to address some of my bad sewing habits that I definitely need to kick, but it's so hard. Hopefully, just sharing this with you guys today will help me along the way. And well, yeah, it's not always easy to do everything perfectly. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 of my really bad sewing habits. My first one, which makes me so embarrassed, is that I am not very good at taking care of my machines. And when I say taking care, I mean oiling them when necessary, cleaning the area underneath the feed docks regularly, and all that good stuff that you're supposed to do, but I sometimes just wait too long in between times. I'm pretty good at taking my machines to service, but I don't really need to pay someone else to clean my machine. And that's something I definitely need to be much better at in the future. I think I will make this my goal for 2019, to be much better at doing a regular cleaning instead of doing like this big cleaning when I've waited way too long in between those instances. For instance, I was demonstrating my serger for a friend recently, and when I opened up the looper area and I saw all the lint, I felt so embarrassed because that was really bad, and I should have cleaned the serger. I mean, you're supposed to clean the serger pretty much after each sewing session, but I don't do that. But I'm going to improve on that area for sure. Another area where I am prone to bad habits is when it comes to sewing instructions. In fact, I have a tendency to actually do what I think the sewing instructions tells me to do instead of actually reading them. That is not a very good approach. Sometimes, of course, I don't agree with the sewing instructions and have methods that I prefer rather than following the sewing instructions for the pattern, but oftentimes the sewing instruction has a point, and I find myself after the fact, after I messed up, going back to the sewing instructions and realizing, I should have actually read them rather than assumed what they were telling me to do. Can you relate to that? I feel so dumb. I mean, the sewing instructions are there for a reason, and I definitely need to pay much more attention to them. Not documenting good setting is another thing that I definitely feel I need to improve upon. I'm pretty good at it when it comes to the Coverstitch machine, because my Cover Pro does require a lot of different settings depending on what type of project you're doing. So I've definitely got into the habit of documenting that. But when it comes to the serger and my regular sewing machine, I don't do that enough. Because when you do discover good setting, for instance, when you're sewing with a difficult fabric such as this thin silk, or perhaps when you're top stitching jeans, those things are pretty good to have. What needle you use, what thread you use, what tension setting you used, all that good stuff. Well, it's nice to have that nicely collected, and I'm sure a lot of you are actually much better at documenting your settings. So please share in the comment section what method you are using for doing that. Do you use a notebook? Do you prefer using it digitally? For the cover stitch setting, I actually have a digital file for that, and I think I might continue that because sometimes my handwriting is so bad that I can't even read what I have actually written myself. So that's one of the things where I'm considering using a digital system for that. But I love to hear your suggestions on what the quickest and easiest to find system is for documenting good settings. Doing stuff in a hurry is another bad habit, I think. I have a tendency of setting self-imposed deadlines. For instance, I can say, oh, before this night is over, I need to have installed all the zippers on this jacket, for instance. And well, yeah, sure, it's good to have like a goal around your sewing, but to be honest, sometimes those self-imposed deadlines, they just make me stress and not paying enough attention to what I am doing. And we are not making things for production, so we really have all the time in the world, usually, especially if we're sewing for ourselves or don't have like a project that we need to finish for a special occasion. To be honest, we do have time to actually really working slowly and thinking carefully before we're doing stuff. So there's no need to hurry things, and I definitely sometimes see a culture of that where you sort of are supposed to like whip up a sweater in an evening and there's like a bragging right for that. Now, I'm definitely very impressed with all of you who can sew quickly, absolutely, but if you are struggling, taking your time will usually make the end result much better, so don't feel stressed about that, and I'm really need to tell myself that as well. Another thing that I definitely think I need to change a little bit is a mindset thing, and that is I still think I'm a little bit too hard on myself when it comes to the things I make. Now, I love nice detailing and I don't mind putting a little bit of extra effort just to make sure that the finishing is the way I want it, so it's not that, but also I need to accept that, you know, sewing is a skill that we all keep on learning, so there's no such thing as perfection, and sometimes I can get a little bit obsessive, especially if I'm sewing late at night, which I usually do on the weekends. I'm a little bit more fragile, if that makes sense, which means that I tend to make a small error much larger in my eyes and perhaps freak out a little bit, start to rip up everything instead of just stepping back, let it sit for a bit, going back the next day, reassess what I need to do, if I need to do anything at all, because this is the interesting part. Sometimes late at night I see this thing getting like bigger and bigger. It's like the only thing I can see on the entire garment, and then next day I'm like, but that's just a tiny little thing, and then I can live with it. So that's definitely something I keep on working with myself, and I'm sure some of you can relate as well. And you know, we all like to show up the nice front, and I do put a lot of pride into making things that looks good because I think it's a craft and I really like to always keep on learning when it comes to that. But you know, sometimes I think we're so hard on ourselves, and I'm definitely guilty of that myself. So these were some of my bad sewing habits, and I'd love to hear if you have those as well, and which are your bad habits that you would really like to kick. Please share in the comment section, and I might even do a follow-up video with I share some of the habits that I've actually managed to kick, so that perhaps could be a sequel to this video. I'd love to know if you think that's a good idea as well. Anyways, if you want to see more videos from me, please hit subscribe for weekly sewing videos. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!